They threw bananas, they made monkey noises, they even sent a bullet in the post. But Luther Blissett answered them the only way he knew, with goals. How did one of England's first black heroes rise above hate to break records and blaze trails? Let's find out. Born in Jamaica in 1958, Luther Blissett moved to England as a child. After leaving school, he joined Watford's youth setup in 1974, turning professional the following year. His professional debut came during the 1975-76 season, scoring the winner on his first start against Swansea. At Watford, he found a crucial ally in manager Graham Taylor, who arrived in 1977. Under Taylor's guidance, Blissett became the central figure in what would be an incredible journey through the English football pyramid. The rise was meteoric. With Blissett leading the attack, Watford secured promotion from the 4th Division in 1977-78. Hungry for more, they immediately claimed promotion from the 3rd Division in 1978-79, with Blissett netting 21 league goals. The upward trajectory continued as Watford achieved promotion from the 2nd Division in 1981-82, with Blissett contributing 19 more goals. In Watford's first ever top-flight season in 1982-83, Blissett reached his peak. He finished as the 1st Division's leading goalscorer with 27 goals, propelling Watford to a remarkable second-place finish behind Liverpool. A provincial club with limited resources had stunned English football, and Luther Blissett's goals were the driving force. But while Blissett was making history on the pitch, he was facing a different battle in the stands. The 1970s and 1980s were a dark period for race relations in English football. As one of the first prominent black players, Blissett became a target for racist abuse. The hostility was relentless. Every touch of the ball would trigger monkey chants from opposing fans. Bananas would rain down on the pitch, a dehumanizing gesture intended to humiliate and intimidate. On one occasion, Blissett responded by picking up a thrown banana, peeling it, taking a bite, and giving a thumbs up to the crowd. The abuse wasn't limited to the stadium. After representing England, Blissett received hate mail, including a bullet in the post, a chilling death threat simply for daring to wear his national team's colours. Even on the pitch, opponents would combine physical challenges with racial slurs. Blissett recalled instances where defenders would foul him and use phrases like, "You black box, white hat, pwyd." Within the club environment, particularly in his early career, he sometimes felt that older professionals conveyed a sense that he didn't belong in the dressing room, talking down to him. Yet, through all this, Blissett developed a remarkable strategy for survival and success. He made a conscious decision to never show if he was hurt or irritated by the remarks or chants. Instead of engaging with the abusers, he channeled his energy into his performance. "I never reacted," Blissett would later recall. "Scoring goals became my way to answer them back." His strategy even extended to physical confrontations. When opponents combined fouls with racial slurs, Blissett learned to look after himself, sometimes retaliating with a slightly mistimed tackle when the opportunity arose. But crucially, he avoided direct confrontations, understanding that reacting angrily could lead to being labelled as having a chip on your shoulder, a damaging stereotype often used to dismiss the legitimate grievances of black individuals. Graham Taylor's support during this period proved invaluable. While Taylor didn't offer specific advice on handling racist abuse, his unwavering affirmation of Blissett's fundamental right to be on the pitch provided a foundation of confidence. The phrase that resonated deeply with Blissett was Taylor telling him, "You have as much right on the pitch as anyone else." In an environment where racist abuse implicitly challenged his very presence, this validation from his manager was profoundly important. Blissett's phenomenal 1982-83 season caught the attention of European giants AC Milan. In the summer of 1983, they paid £1 million for his services, a substantial sum reflecting his status as English football's top marksman. The move to Italy proved challenging. Despite initial optimism and strong form in pre-season, scoring 9 goals in his first 5 games, Blissett struggled to adapt to Serie A's more defensive and tactical style of play, which contrasted sharply sharply with Taylor's direct approach at Watford. He managed just 5 goals in 30 league appearances. Interestingly, Blissett noted that he didn't experience racist abuse during his single season in Italy, though he observed that racism later became a significant problem in Italian football towards the late 1980s and early 1990s. After just one season, Milan sold Blissett back to Watford in August 1984 for £550,000, taking a significant financial loss. Upon returning to Vicarage Road, Blissett continued to score regularly, netting 21 league goals in his first season back. While at Watford, Blissett's form earned him international recognition. He represented England at under-21 level, 4 caps, and played once for the England B team. Between 1982 and 1984, under manager Bobby Robson, he earned 14 senior caps for England, scoring 3 goals. His full England debut was historic. On December 15th, 1982, in a European Championship qualifier against Luxembourg at Wembley, Blissett scored a hat-trick in a resounding 9-0 victory. In doing so, he became the first black player ever to score a hat-trick for the England senior team. He is also widely cited as the first black player to score a goal for the senior England side. Following his playing career, Blissett transitioned into coaching. He earned his coaching qualifications and held various positions, including at Watford, where he rejoined Graham Taylor's coaching staff in 1996. He later gained managerial experience at the non-league level with clubs like Chesham United and Hemel Hempstead Town. Despite his qualifications and experience, Blissett found it difficult to progress further in his coaching career. He acknowledged the frequently cited barrier for aspiring coaches, a lack of experience. But he expressed frustration with this reasoning, pointing out the inherent paradox. One can only gain experience by being given an opportunity. Crucially, Blissett suggested that factors beyond experience might have been at play. He stated that, unofficially, he believed racism could have contributed to his lack of opportunities. This perspective aligns with the stark underrepresentation of black managers in English football, where, despite black players constituting a significant percentage of professionals, the proportion of black managers remains consistently and disproportionately low. Even decades after retiring, Blissett continues to speak out on issues of racism in football. In June 2022, he publicly addressed comments made by England manager Gareth Southgate regarding penalty takers following the racist abuse directed at Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho, and Bukayo Saka after the Euro 2020 final. Southgate had acknowledged the potential for such abuse as a factor complicating future penalty shootout decisions, describing it as a consideration when selecting penalty takers. Blissett strongly disagreed, stating unequivocally, "Gareth has got this wrong." Blissett argued passionately that it would be completely wrong to potentially deny a player, specifically a black player, the opportunity to take a crucial penalty out of fear of the racist backlash they might face if they missed. "The reason why we play professional sports is for those big moments when they turn up, to stand up and show that you're up for it," Blissett said. "If I'm going to be sidelined, let it be because I'm not good enough, and not because of the colour of my skin." He viewed Southgate's consideration as potentially empowering racists, allowing their prejudice to influence team selection. "You can't allow these people to dictate to you how you pick your team and how you run the game," he insisted, drawing a direct line from his own experiences of standing up to racism by showing them that whatever they shouted or threw at me, it was never going to stop me achieving my goal. Luther Blissett's legacy extends far beyond his remarkable goal tally. His records at Watford FC stand to this day: the most appearances, 503 in all competitions, and the most goals, 186 in all competitions. His contributions have been recognised through numerous honours, including an OBE in 2022 for services to football and charity, the Freedom of the Borough of Watford in 2021, and being named an honorary life president of Watford FC in 2022. But perhaps his greatest achievement was his resilience in the face of hatred. In an era when black players had minimal protection and support, Blissett refused to be defined by the abuse he suffered. Instead, he let his talent speak for itself, using football as a vehicle to demonstrate his excellence and humanity. Luther Blissett didn't just survive racism, he beat it with goals, courage, and class. If you believe stories like his need to be remembered, hit like and subscribe for more.